Hi guys, today is the 11th of December 2019 at 13 minutes past 12 in the evening or in the morning over here in the UK, and this report says North Korea most likely to test Hwasong 15 Icbm. This is from a US expert. It says North Korea is most likely to test its most advanced intercontinental ballistic missile capable of reaching the continental United States if it decides to conduct an Icbm launch in protest over stalled nuclear talks with the US, an American expert said. And in conjunction with this report about the recent test that North Korea was saying was, a successful test, and no one knows what it was a successful test of. Experts believe that it was a test of an engine which would be used to power a long-range missile such as an ICBM. We don't know if this test was using liquid or solid fuel. More likely it was solid fuel. That's the new thing that these missiles are using. Makes them easier and quicker to launch. They're saying here it was a static engine test, which means the engine was tested on the ground with a missile component, but without launching an actual missile into the air. So it could very well be that on one of the dates that we're looking for, possibly December 13th, we may see a ICBM launch or Slbm launch from North Korea. A couple of dates we have interpreted from this missile / penis interpretation. 12-3 is gone, 12-6 is gone, 12-13 remains, 12-20 remains, 12-23 and 12-31 remains. Now obviously North Korea and the United States, specifically Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump, have returned to their rhetoric, calling each other old men, dotard. I'm sure Fire and Fury will be back soon. So it's likely that this whole thing is going to unravel unless something changes very drastically. Friday the 13th is another date which can be taken out of this missile. Just looking there, you can see F1 and 3, and that would coincide with D13, which could be December 13th. So keeping a watch, keeping an eye out. There is one other thing in association with the iPad Go 2 video that comes after the 13th I'm looking out for as well. Well, not one other thing, there's many other things, but one of the other things I should say is a earthquake in association with New Zealand or Australia, somewhere around that region. There was obviously the recent volcano eruption over in New Zealand, and subsequent earthquake after that, 5.3 I believe it was. As a result, a network of buoys is being installed in the Pacific Ocean to act as a tsunami warning for New Zealand. Now, just quickly going back to the iPad Go 2 video, I haven't brought it up, so I'm just going to have to quickly search it, bear with me. I'll try and be as quick as possible. Okay, let me turn it down. Alright, so it's just in the beginning of the classroom. So just over here, the interpretation for the earthquake, you've got the Z down here, which in very early interpretations we looked at as a possible N and a Z, which could be New Zealand. You've got O and Z, which is possibly Australia or Kansas, if you like. But I think more Australia. If it's New Zealand and Australia, they're kind of in the same region. So the date I've got for that at the moment is counting vertically instead of horizontally as we was before. So that would be Z or N being 12, so putting that as December. And then since the 3rd has gone, meaning that we don't start the count again from Z, we just continue the count. So if Z is 12, that's 13, 14, O would be 15. Obviously O is the 15th letter of the alphabet as well, so that kind of makes sense in that respect. So 12-15, December the 15th, looking out for that earthquake. I'm thinking a 9.0, and that could set off a series of earthquakes around the world, triggering different fault lines. So that's also something to look out for, as well as causing volcanoes in the immediate region and in the wider region to erupt as well, such as affecting Mount Etna or Kilauea through these, series of fissures and earthquakes generated through the earth. That is it. I just wanted to put that out there. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.